I didn't pick middle school until later, not until student teaching, and I observed both high school and middle school and fell in love with these kids, and someone has to love them. They need lots of love.
Everything she does is motivated by what's best for the students.
You never know what's going to happen during the class. You may have an activity, you may have a lesson on the board. It's definitely a fun class.
Newton's third law says that for every action there is an equal and
opposite
reaction. So if I were to push on Cole and I were to push this way, where am I going to go? Opposite way. Okay, let's try it.
She makes learning science fun, and I think that's what kids say over and over. You know, what's your favorite subject? Science. Why? Because it's fun.
If you met her for maybe like half an hour or maximum an hour, you would fall in love with her like within that time limit, because she is like one of the happiest people.
So when she's like, you're gonna be singing a song about science, we're like, are you insane? Because we'd never heard of that before.
Acceleration, a change in speed, oh yeah.
When you're doing the test, it comes back to you really easily.
When the nucleus is split, it's mitosis, each one has identical copies of the DNA. It's mitosis, first is interphase, DNA, replicating and next is prophase, metaphase, and then telophase. Woo!
And you can cue them too. You know, if I need my kids to remember density, I just go the mass, and they will go divided
by volume is density.
They're fun, they're catchy, they remember them, and you put something useful in it, and they'll never forget.
Yeah, I always remember that. I can't forget that. Been implanted in my brain.
My second or third year of teaching, I was listening to the band play out at the Blue Ribbon Ceremony, and I thought, man, they're really good. I haven't played in a long time, it sounds like fun. So I just emailed Mary Louise Ace, who you've met, and asked her, hey, can I come by and play with you guys someday? And she very graciously welcomed me and said, come on in whenever you want. And I've been going back about twice a week ever since.
And this year was especially wonderful because our trumpets were doing okay this year, so but our saxophones were struggling a little.
So she plays the trumpet, and she started playing the saxophone with us to help us get better, and now she's much better than I am, but she still helps us a lot with the saxophone.
I think it's really cool because she likes music and she likes science, and if you mesh them together, they have lots of similarities.
Sound is actually their set of standards. They have to understand certain things about sound and how the brain perceives sound and how the ear works. But that's not particularly all that intriguing for a middle schooler, so I decided to throw in the science of sound in music. And so we taught them all about how musical instruments work, pitch, frequency, timbre, all those terms that, you know, you hear in music and what do they mean.
And so she showed us how a clarinet works and how it makes the sound, how a trumpet works, like how air moves through a trumpet.
We taught him using straw reeds. Take a plastic regular drinking straw, cut the tip, squish it, and they can blow through it. You can change the length of the tubing by cutting it, and it'll change the pitch. And they love that like nobody's business. And you teach them, well, how does that relate to musical instruments? So you show them on a trumpet, it has valves. Okay, you hit the valves, it changes the length of the tubing, you show them how. So they never forget that. And you sneak in the fun stuff, and then you can kind of hide the other stuff that they necessarily wouldn't enjoy, but you make it fun.
She cares for us, we can all tell that. That's why we want to do good for her. We want to show her that whatever she's teaching us, we can remember it.
I'm putting chocolate sauce on their vegetables.